Sammy boy.
Was good, love. I like you got a kind of a maroon motif going on.
Come on. Feng Shui.
Well, great to see you, man. It's been a long time. It's been like years.
I know it, dude. It's a trip away. Time is flying, man. Especially when you're having fun.
Have you been making a lot of music during this time?
Yeah, quite a bit, man. I've done a couple of different features. I've really had it's been a really extensive opportunity to bond with my son because he's a young and up and coming producer. So we've been working on stuff together. He's making me better. He's getting me back in the bag, and I'm rapping, and we I just using that energy and investing in the new Goodie Mob project that we're doing.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you were doing that.
We're also celebrating 25th year anniversary of Soul Food, our debut album back in 1995. You know what I mean? So I realize how fortunate it is to have those lifelong friends, you know what I mean, and and family, Dungeon family, that is, for those of you guys who aren't familiar, established in Atlanta, Georgia in 1994, including us, the Goodie Mob, Outkast,
Legendary, man. Legendary shit.
Yeah.
So I just put out this album called Random Shit from the Internet Era, and decided to kind of do a unique press piece because there's all these amazing features on there, including yourself. And it's a very collaborative project. And so what I decided was like, I'm going to just talk to a bunch of my favorite collaborators on there. Many of the people like yourself, are collaborative artists, and you've collaborated with so many people like Goodie Mob and Outkast, like you already mentioned, Dungeon Family. Also, like our common Danger Mouse with Gnarls Barkley, which is like one of my favorite projects ever. And also all your songwriting with, your big pop smash hit songs that you've written and stuff.
I have an album out now as we speak with Dan Auerbach from the Black Keys. But it's called Ceelo Green is Thomas Galloway, and I just happen to be the both of them.
Okay. Is Thomas Galloway?
Thomas Galloway. That's my given name.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's cool. Did you name it that because it's like it feels like a really personal project to you, and you wanted to kind of honor it in that way that it was you're using your real name?
Well, not so literally. I've been describing it as a way to which express the method of how Thomas Galloway writes the songs that Ceelo Green sings. Me being a Gemini and dealing with that duality, I deal with polar opposites. So Thomas Galloway is actually a very quiet, reserved, and simple man. But Ceelo Green is this over-the-top, outrageous, persona. That is very much a part of me.
Like, is it collaboration an aspect of music making that you enjoy? Is that like an essential part of music to you?
Yeah, man, because you get a chance to have your emotions seconded, someone to second your emotion, or you also get a chance to get an honest critique on something that you may have been insistent about otherwise. So it's a nice counterbalance. Like if of course you respect that person. Like, and that respect is mutual. So you go in with the acknowledgement and the admiration for that person, in hopes that you can you rub off on each other in some way, in some constructive and in some effective way.
That's great, man. That's great. Do you remember at all how our song "To Whom It May Concern" came together?
Yeah, I do.
It was like the it was like the most epic like song production over many years that I've ever had.
I'm gonna say this, man, for all the world to know. You are the most resilient and persistent, animate individual artist I have ever encountered. I was living in a whirlwind around that time. I was dealing with so much, not even in a bad way. It was just I was just in a cloud. You know what I'm saying? Just overwhelmed with success and opportunity and excess and everything. So, but I still was cool enough to come over to your house and try to do a record. You know what I mean?
You never met me or heard of me or anything.
Nah, just like popped up on your house. What's up, bro? Let's do it.
You wrote the chorus in that time, just freestyling. Like you wrote this amazing chorus that you wrote in parts, but it all worked together.
And then it took years, man. Years to do this song.
It took years. And then it came out last year, but it was 16 years, over the course of 16 years that the song was made, which also gave me hope because like I have so many songs that I love parts of, but I'm always like, I'll have hope that it will come out someday or I'll figure out some way to finish it. And
I'm that way too, man. If I love something, it'll stay with me. And it'll never get old until people hear it. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's just somewhere on ice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's crazy. So that's really unique, man. That's the 16-year song, man. But let me say, you did a brilliant job though. Like the reproduction in the final, you know what I mean? Like it came out beautiful.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad that you persisted, and I'm glad that you felt like it was worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you, man.
So I'm really flattered and honored by that. So thank you.
Was there any really memorable collaborations that you had that were really special moments over the course of your career?
Well, definitely the entire Gnarls experience was very special.
I mean, I love that project, man. Like Craziest, to me, it's like one of the greatest songs ever. Like top 10 songs, top 5 songs ever.
I'll take it, man. Thanks. So I got to, and even in you saying that, nothing comes close to that. You know what I mean? Gnarls Barkley takes the cake. You know what I mean? Because it was completely unassuming. Had no idea. Wasn't even trying.
Yeah, it was such a great project. Well, you guys ever gonna do any more Gnarls stuff?
Yeah, we've got a few songs down now. Now we literally got a beat. One of the greatest songs ever. You know what I mean?
Got a precedent. Yep.
Yeah. So it's difficult. If I would have had to judge by Danger's reaction to Crazy when we cut it, I never would have known because he didn't get too excited about it.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't know. That's something. This is a little fun fact for fans of Gnarls Barkley. If you go back and you listen to almost every song on Saint Elsewhere, I'm laughing at the end of almost every song. You know what I mean? The only thing that would keep me back alive is some real good head. I didn't know he was going to keep that. I was just bullshitting on the mic. You know what I'm saying?
That's great.
And he kept it. It's stuff like that that's so charming.
I guess like subsequently from that conversation, like what do you think makes a good collaborator? What's what qualities in someone makes them a good collaborator?
Honest. You know what I mean? Honest, vulnerable.
Yeah.
Imaginative, magical, very audacious people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you have to have a certain amount of audacity to be honest. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Yep.
In the world that we live in. You know what I'm saying? It's like, those wolves smell blood, they'll tear you apart. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got the audacity to show that you got heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Audacity has authored many a song. You know what I mean? I'm one audacious motherfucker.
Great. Cool, man. Well, what's next for you, man? What do you got coming up? I know you just put out this album, like.
Yeah, just this, and kind of been, doing a lot of press and support of it. You know what I mean? Like, and again, working double shifts, man, doing Goodie Mob and getting that done. We've had to kind of get past some obstructions in a way, just not being able to record, and stuff like that. And because everybody wanted to, it's all been a vibe about being back home. You know what I mean? It just would have been nice to be kids again and get back in one room and everybody's sleeping on the floor and sharing one big box of fried chicken. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And a pitcher of sweet tea, and you know, writing rhymes and freestyling and you know that kind of thing. You know, but you know maybe next time. You know, but we got as close as we could to it, and that's felt nice. And that's it, man. I just been kind of hanging out, ready for some normalcy to come back, you know. But I'm waiting on it. It's like I'm like I don't know if it ever will, but you know. So now we're just you know going into the future, just hoping that it'll be fair to us all.
I think there's going to be like a creative explosion because I feel like so many people like us are just at home making stuff and thinking and creating and just kind of like incubating stuff.
I'm gonna keep the faith, man. You do the same.
Will do, man.
It was good to talk to you, man.
Lo, thank you so much for being part of this, brother. It's great to reconnect, man. Great to talk to you.